39 Big 550 KTRS. Liz Miller filling in for Kat Neville from Feast Magazine. We'll get to that in a second. But first, Twisted Tree Steakhouse is sponsoring the Kat Neville Feast segment here on the Big 550 KTRS. Twisted Tree Steakhouse is the newest offering from the Seiberg family at Watson and Lindbergh in Sunset Hills. They're now serving lunch. Also, check out their Sip and Savor Happy Hour 3 to 6. Jimmy Cristo is running things over at the Twisted Tree Steakhouse. Call him at 314-394-3366 or twistedtreesteakhouse.com. Good morning, Liz.
Good morning.
What do we have today?
So today we have a new spot and an established spot that just launched an expansion.
All right.
So first, let's do the Blue Duck. It opened actually last night in Maplewood, and it is the second location of a restaurant in Washington, Missouri, which is about an hour from St. Louis. And it's fantastic. So in Washington, the Blue Duck's been open for about 7 years. It's currently, the restaurant used to be in a different location. Now it's on the riverfront in Washington. And they wanted to open a location in St. Louis to be able to share the same hearty comfort food, but also with sort of a fun and international twist that they serve in Washington. So again, it opened last night, and it is at 2661 Sutton Boulevard. And it's fantastic. They have a full bar. They have menu items like a DLT, which is a BLT, but with duck breast. Like really rich and hearty. And
we should say that duck is tremendous.
Duck is tremendous.
I like duck.
Duck is really good. I've only had duck a few times, and every time I've had it, it's fantastic.
Yeah, my favorite of the poultry family.
Okay.
Yes.
And they do other really fun stuff like fried pork belly bites and cashew chicken wings and falafel balls. And so they have like vegetarian and obviously very not vegetarian menu items as well.
The Blue Duck. Put that on the list. All right.
Sounds good.
2661 Sutton over there in Maplewood.
Do they
Another
just serve
great
dinner, or is it
Lunch and dinner.
lunch and dinner?
And so that could be, your lunch
yes.
spot.
Another great restaurant opening up in Maplewood. All right, what's number 2?
And number 2 is Scratch Brewing Company. Now, this is a little bit of a road trip. So it's almost 2 hours from St. Louis. It's a brewery in Ava, Illinois. The address is 264 Thompson Road in Ava. And Scratch does there's no brewery like it in the region, maybe even the country. They source all of the ingredients for their beers from within the property that they're on. So they grow hops on trellises. They make beers with really fun local ingredients like smoked lavender stout, sour ginger, lemongrass pale ale, blackberry lavender sour. So anything they can grow on their property, they'll use to, or forage for on their property, they'll use to make their beers. So they're low hops. They're typically, you're going to find more saisons and pale ales and sours that lend themselves to those ingredients. They're just excellent. And they also have a wood-fired oven on the premise, so they make pizzas and bread, and they serve Beige Farms cheese. It's really lovely. And they just opened a new tap room that is a work of art. It is entirely floor-to-ceiling, painted. It's colorful. It has like all of these crazy, almost like mythical creatures painted on the walls. It's really, really fun. And it's this colorful burst in the middle of basically the woods in Illinois.
Wow.
So how far is it from here?
Yeah.
About 2 hours. I actually went this past weekend.
So Ava, I'm looking on the map here. Ava is, no one's ever heard of Ava. Ava's got 6 people in the town. So
It's very small, but it's near Carbondale.
It's near Carbondale. So it's
Oh.
on the way to Carbondale. It's on the way to Murfreesboro. So it's sort of over in that area, south of Steelville. Just on the other side of the river in southern Illinois.
Just on the other side of the river, yeah.
Yeah, so you could take 55 all the way down and then sort of scoot over.
Yeah, and on Saturdays, they're open from noon to 10. So if you leave St. Louis at like 11, you get down there, by 1, and you could spend the afternoon, the day there.
So it sounds like it sounds like you want to go even if you don't want a beer, just for the beautiful
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
woodworking and everything.
It's lovely. This past weekend I went. It was obviously 65 degrees, not a typical February Saturday, and it was lovely. The drive is lovely. Again, it's in the middle of the woods, so they have goats on the premise, so you can like talk to
Why
the,
would they?
see
I mean,
the goats.
it's so
and
cool to put it in the absolute middle of nowhere.
They one of the owners inherited land from a family member, and they already wanted to do this concept of foraged, locally sourced beer.
Right.
And yeah, it's this little magical place, and they have a bunch of outdoor seating, and it's all very integrated into the land. So they have festivals from time to time. I would encourage people to look that up because those are really fun.
And this has been here a while.
This has been here a while. I think it's about 4 years old. But again, the tasting room just opened 2 weeks ago. The new tasting room.
Scratch Brewing Company in Ava, Southern Illinois.
Yeah, it's really, really neat.
And you're saying a day trip, go down there,
What a
lunch,
great idea.
couple pops, enjoy
Yeah.
yourself, and then drive back.
Yeah, and they don't can, but they do bottle now, and so you can buy some bottles to take home or bring your growlers. And as long as you bring the caps with you for the larger growlers, they'll fill them up for you. You can take them home. Try a flight while you're there, and then bring a bunch home to enjoy later.
What a great story, right?
Love that.
Two good ones. The Blue Duck opening up in Maplewood, and then Scratch Brewing Company. That's a good getaway.
Yes,
That's a fun little
it
deal.
is. Nice day trip.
All right, Liz Miller, you're bringing it today. What's going on with Feast Magazine?
We're good. We're good. I was going to say this weekend, we're super excited. It's the Centennial Beer Festival, and it's actually a week-long event. So it started on Monday the 13th, and it runs through the 18th. But Friday and Saturday are the big nights for the beer festival, and events are being hosted at Mulan, if you know where that is. It's at 2017 Shoto. And it's 35 local breweries and regional breweries, and I think about 45 international breweries, so like almost 200 breweries.
This isn't the wine one. This is the beer one.
This is the beer
beer.
one.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So
okay. And that's when this weekend?
that is this whole week, but yeah, the two biggest events are Friday and Saturday.
All right.
And you can get tickets there? Or do you need tickets or?
If you go to feastmagazine.com, you can get all that great info. But yeah, tickets
Feast.
and times and all that good stuff.
Feastmagazine.com. And where is Kat Neville? She's working on...
Kat is filming something this morning. I'm not sure what she's. Oh, a lot of filming.
Very busy.
For the show.
Very busy woman with FeastCom. Liz Miller, senior editor at Feast Magazine, feastmagazine.com for all the information. We went from talking about the Blue Duck to ductwork in your house. When was the last time you actually cleaned the ducts in your
Ooh,
house?
That's a good question.
And how bad do you think it is? Our next guest will tell us how to solve that problem. 846, Big 5.